Today I want to speak about something that is dear to my heart, a personal experience. And I spoke about this before, but I just feel like sharing this again. Is that okay? Great. Okay, well, just look at this beautiful painting behind me. It's beautiful, huh? Now, it has been painted by Renette Scott, and she painted it for me. Wela Capella. It was a birthday gift. And just by the way, can you please make a note of this for the future reference? Johnny's birthday is on the 24th of March every year. And please remember this as well. I prefer gifts over congratulations. Okay, that's just a side note that you can take. Now, Renette painted this painting of Open Doors for me because I shared something with them that made a very big impression on them. And honestly, at the time, I didn't think that it would, because what I shared with them was something I personally went through. It wasn't some theological explanation or a sermon. It was just my own life experience and something that happened in my life. And when I heard what it meant to them, I thought, wow, I want to share this with you today as well. So, okay, is that fine? So, my sister is also a pastor. Well, she's actually a doctor pastor. No, excuse me for living. She might have the brains, but at least I've got the looks. Anyway, so years ago, a lady by the name of Margaret came to my sister's office, and she sat down at my sister's desk and she told her the following. She said, Alta, my sister's name is Alta, and no, they didn't call her Dr. Alta, just Alta. Alta, I had a dream last night. I dreamt that I was watching someone walking down a long dark corridor, but the person was walking away from me, so I could only see the person's back. And in this corridor, there were many closed doors. And the person went from one door to another, trying to open them. But the doors were all locked. And the person started getting frustrated and began trying to force the doors open, even starting to kick the doors. And then Margaret heard a clear voice saying, "Stop trying to kick the doors open. It is I who will open the doors for you. Keep walking." Wow. And Margaret then said to my sister, she thought that the person in the corridor was my sister. And she just wanted to share this dream with Alta. So my sister started thinking about this dream, what it might mean for her, for my sister. Because at that stage or in her life and in her ministry, everything was actually fine. There were no difficult decisions to make. Everything was okay. So Alta took Margaret's dream and she appreciated it without really knowing what it might personally mean to her. Now, not long after all this happened, my daughter and I went to visit my sister and my family during a holiday. And it was in a time in my life that I don't want to relive. I was going through a very, very dark patch in my life. And I won't go into all the details of what happened and stuff, but please believe me, if I say I went through a bad time in my life, it was a bad time in my life. From a marriage that fell apart to a career crisis, and it's a long story. And there's a lot I could say about why everything happened, why it was such a dark time, but I'm not going to talk about that now. Anyway, as always, my daughter and I went to their church with them on a Sunday, and we sat next to my family, and they sat right in the front row of the church, right in front of the church. It was a normal, good church service. My brother-in-law, he preached, and By the way, even my brother-in-law is also a pastor. So you can see, this is one holy family. But my brother-in-law was preaching, and it was a good service. And then after the service, Margaret came running up to my sister, exciting, and said, Alta, Alta, it wasn't you in that dream, it was your brother. You see, she was sitting a few rows behind us, and when she saw me from the back, she recognized my hair from that dream. And at exactly that stage in my life, I didn't know which way to go. I didn't know which decisions were the right ones. I tried one thing after another. I was completely discouraged, forcing doors open, trying to create my own opportunities. And I found myself in a corridor and no doors open. The corridor is the place where prayers feels unanswered, where worship feels heavy, where advice from people start contradicting each other, and where every door looks like this might be the one, but none of them are. I didn't know what God's purpose was in all of this. I even started questioning God. I started questioning myself. It was just a truly bad time in my life. And then the dream. Stop trying to kick the doors open. It is I who will open the door for you. Keep walking. You see, there's a difference between walking in faith and forcing a future. Faith walks. Forcing kicks. Faith listens. Forcing panics. And friends, I chose to walk in faith and put my trust in God. I chose to keep walking and to do whatever is right in front of me to do, not stressing about tomorrow or next year. And here I sit today, almost 6 years after that dark time, a time of not knowing what the heck. And today, well, I have never been so fulfilled in ministry, never been so happy in what I do. I have achieved so much over the last 6 years, things I never thought I would do. I have incredible people in my life now, people with golden hearts, people who supported me so much during the dark time and even still now. I am now part of a congregation that I am convinced that they get church right. My relationships with my children has never been as strong as it is now. They are doing so well and are just flipping awesome people. Does this mean no more dark times ever again? No, I doubt it. I doubt it. I think dark times will come again. But when they come, I will remember, don't try and to kick the doors open. It is I who will open the right door for you. My friend, listen for a moment. It's not just me who goes through dark times. Maybe you are in a dark time right now. Maybe you don't know which way to go. What that dream says to me is, keep walking. In that dream, I didn't sit on the floor doing nothing. I kept walking. Keep walking down the corridor. Keep feeling which door might open, but don't try to kick doors open. If a door doesn't want to open, maybe it's not the right door. Keep walking. It is God who opens the right doors. If you currently find yourself in such a corridor, you don't know which way to go, can I ask you a small favor? Would you please close your eyes for a moment and listen to a poem we found in Psalms, Psalm 46. And maybe you don't need another answer today. Maybe you need peace in the corridor. Maybe you need permission to stop kicking. So, will you just listen to this psalm, Psalm 46, and make it yours? Okay? So close your eyes and listen to this song. God is our refuge and strength, always ready to help in times of trouble. So we will not fear when earthquake comes and the mountain crumbles into the sea. Let the oceans roar and foam. Let the mountains tremble as the waters surge. A river brings joy to the city of our God, the sacred home of the Most High. God dwells in that city. It cannot be destroyed. From the very break of day, God will protect it. The nations are in chaos and their kingdoms crumble. God's voice thunders and the earth melts. The Lord of heaven's armies is here among us. The God of Israel is our fortress. Come, see the glorious works of the Lord. See how he brings destruction upon the earth. He causes wars to end throughout the earth. He breaks the bow and snaps the spear. He burns the shields with fire. Be still and know that I am God. I will be honored by every nation. I will be honored throughout the world. The Lord of heaven's army is here among us. The God of Israel is our fortress. Being still is not giving up. It is choosing trust over control. Scripture often speaks about God as the one who opens and closes doors. Not because he enjoys watching us wait, but because he sees what we cannot. Revelations 3 verse 7 says, what he opens, no one can shut. And what he shuts, no one can open. Acts 16 says, Paul wants to go the one way, and God closes that door for Paul and opens Macedonia. People often ask, okay, but what do I do while I wait for the right door to open? Well, while you're in that corridor, do whatever is on your table right in front of you to do. Do what you can do. Keep on saying yes to God and be obedient to his commands. And keep walking. Don't invent new instructions because silence feels uncomfortable. And then stay relationally connected. Don't isolate yourself. Sometimes the best thing to do is not to try and figure stuff out yourself, but to seek wise counsel. Dark corridors become dangerous when we walk alone. And then the third thing, guard your heart from bitterness. Remember, God must first do something in you before he can do something through you. Closed doors can harden you if you're not careful. My friend, don't try and force doors open. It is he who will open the right door for you. And it is he who maybe are closing certain doors for you. Be still and know that he is God. And keep walking. Jesus himself knew the corridor. He knew what a corridor was. Gethsemane, the crucifixion was a corridor. Jesus prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane. He prayed, Father, if there's any other way, please, yet not my will, but let your will be done. The cross looked like a closed door, but the resurrection proved God was opening the right one. So, don't try and force the doors open. Be still and know he is God. who is going to open the right door for you at the right time. And let's always remember, it's not my will, but yours that counts.